Hello, everybody, and welcome to the official second episode of In the End Zone. We've got a lot to talk about. Upsets, almost upsets, a lot to talk about, as I said, today. And a somewhat controversial finish to Watkins Glen. Some fans are mad, some fans are not. So we'll go over that and many other things here on today's episode of In the End Zone. What I want to start with is the somewhat controversial finish at Watkins Glen. You can say what you want about this finish. Chris Buscher had to wreck Shane Van Gisbergen to win. I get SVG hit the wall. Say what you want to say. SVG hit the wall. He got loose. Yes, he did hit the wall. He said it himself, and he got loose. Racing mistake. But even though that helped Buscher gain ground, that was not enough. Buscher had to hit and physically wreck Shane Van Gisbergen for the win. And if you watch that, SVG, if he wouldn't have gotten hit, he would have kept going. SVG would have been the winner of that race. But no. Buscher hit him, half spun him, moved him out of the way, picks up the win that he really shouldn't have gotten. He had to wreck him. I mean, I know some people are saying that's just racing. But still, you gotta look at the way it went down. SVG barely got loose. He barely got loose. The camera makes it look like he got a little bit more loose than he actually did, because if you watch Buscher's in-car camera, he only slides a little bit. And then after the fact, what helps Buscher is wrecking SVG down into the corner. So, that's my take. Let me know what your take is on that. But that's my take. SVG should have picked up another cup win. That's my opinion. He should have picked up another cup win. All I'm saying. Now, I want to talk about Chiefs bias. I'm sorry if this offends any Chiefs fans. But Chiefs bias, that's at an all-time high. The refs have fell in love with the Chiefs. If you watch that game, which I did, and watch the replay of that pass interference call multiple times, that was not pass interference. All that happened was he simply jumped up to try to catch the ball, like you see in college, high school. Jumping up behind him, try to catch the ball. He fell down, and as he had a chance to catch the ball, he fell down after the fact, after the ball hit the Bengals player's helmet and went up into the air, which could have been a Bengals interception. That was not pass interference. That ultimately is what led the Chiefs to the win. The Bengals should have won that too. But they didn't. They're 0-2 now. They almost beat the Chiefs. Should have beaten the Chiefs. But all because of one call. Very messed up call. Because they love the Chiefs. And so do the announcers. If you listen to the announcers on CBS Sports. And CBS Sports has it really bad. If they like a team, they will trash talk the other team. The whole time. If you've watched a game on CBS Sports, it's bad. It's really bad. If they have a bias for one team. And you listen to it, you can just tell. They hate the other team. And in some cases, when it's even, it's still not good. It's still not good. That's why college isn't on CBS anymore. Because of the announcer bias. Bottom line. Right there, bottom line. Now let's move on to some of the games that happened Sunday. We've still got a Monday night football game tonight. Eagles, Falcons. Eagles looking to go 2-0. Falcons looking to go 1-1. personally, I think it's going to be Eagles going 2-0. Let's talk about our game of the week. Bears-Texans, really good game, close game, 19-13 final. Texans come out with the win, and overall, just a good game. Glad I picked that one as the game of the week. But college, on the other hand, I'm not so glad I picked that one as game of the week. Here is your game of the week. Colorado Buffaloes, Colorado State Rams. Not much happened. It wasn't as interesting as last year's was. Last year's was way more interesting. This was Dolefest. And now, Colorado is one of the most hated teams in college football. Shedeur Sanders would not shake the Colorado State quarterback's hand because they, quote, couldn't hang with them. Even in blowout games, other players have still shook. The quarterback has still shook the other team's quarterback hand. Like, that was wrong. They're too high on themselves. They think just because they won, all of a sudden they're on top of the world. The Colorado Buffaloes are not that great. Yes, you may have won a rivalry game, but still, you're not that great. You may think you are after winning that rivalry game, but you're really not. I mean, look at the Nebraska game. The Nebraska game, they beat down Colorado. Just because of one win does not mean you're the greatest team. You gotta keep digging. You gotta win. They have barely won. They're 2-1, but still. Barely 2-1. You're not the greatest team if you're barely 2-1. Pitiful over there at Colorado. Pitiful. No, not much respect. Nobody has much respect for them at all. No respect for Colorado. Anyway, so we had the Saints Cowboys blowout 44-19. The Cowboys are already back to their usual selves, losing every game, getting blown out, and making their fans insanely mad. It is not your year. It's not your year, Colorado. It's not your year, Cowboys, and it may never be. It may never be your year again. You're just going to have to accept the fact that it may never be your year again. Okay? Cowboys fans, I need you to accept that. That you may never win a Super Bowl again. It might not be possible. And, boy, the Panthers, they're still terrible. 26-3 loss against the Chargers. And our predictions, I'm pretty sure I'm 10-5. Still was Monday Night Football still to come, so pretty happy with my predictions there. Not as good as last time when I only predicted 2 of them wrong, but still, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And some of the teams that fell flat this week were definitely unexpected. The upset of Vikings 49ers. Some may say Christian McCaffrey got the Madden 25 cover curse. Most likely, yes. Because now he's not going to be back till mid-October. And the 49ers are essentially lost. They might win this upcoming game, but I don't know. All I gotta say, I don't know if they'll win this upcoming game at all. And the Vikings look pretty good, but now Justin Jefferson is injured. So, that's not right at all. the Vikings are going to be the team that's lost next. The Dolphins as well are lost with Tua. Another concussion. He said he will not retire after his 4th concussion in 5 years. Tua, that's bad. That's bad, man. You need help. He said he's going to visit a neurologist. I'm not even going to try that again. I think yesterday it came out in 4 days, so we'll see what happens from there with Tua Tagovailoa. And yeah, so I think I've covered about everything I wanted to cover. One more thing. We still have not gotten the news, or we might by the time this video comes out, but as I'm filming this, we still haven't got the news that Billy Napier is fired. I do expect that to come soon. They're saying some of the Florida assistants have already raised enough money to buy out his contract. So we'll see how that goes. I will be covering that when it comes out, and you'll get my reaction to that and other things. But that is about all I wanted to cover on this episode of In the End Zone. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe.